Oh, gamers. Gamers, gamers, gamers. It's time for some more Genshin Impact. I still can't believe nobody told her how to pronounce the game at the Game Awards. Kind of a yikes. What it is, what it is. Okay, so I figured we'd do dailies first. And then we will do our world quest. Because I'm very interested in this new area of Sumeru. Very interested indeed. I'm probably gonna stack boxes in the boat. Yeah. Let me just go do it already, please. Please and thank you. Bruh, I did not want to fish. Time for the boat to start sinking. Lol. You just gotta get good at building ships, bro. Sometimes I wish they would incorporate dailies into, like, the actual, like, daily commissions into the actual gameplay, where it's, like, natural and not just, like, these things that you do over and over again. Like, complete a domain. Stuff you would normally do, you know? Or, like, spend some... like, basically the Battle Pass dailies, I think, are perfect.
Allow me.
I feel like they should produce like the amount of resin that you need to spend to get it, you know? Like spend 40 resin. Like you can do that. Although I guess that could suck if you're like last seconding something and you're... I mean you would have spent resin that day though. That's the thing. Huh. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. But I feel like the Battle Pass dailies would make more sense. Except of course, one of them is complete 4 daily commissions. But you know, that's the point. At least the commissions are fast. I'll give them that. It just sucks that they're the same ones over and over again. Especially the dialogue ones.
Committed to memory.
The ones that we really don't need to see multiple times. These combat ones and stuff are fine. Don't get me wrong, I feel like the dialogue ones should still exist. I think it creates world building and stuff, but I don't think they should be repeated over and over again. I think they should play out and then you don't see them anymore. But of course that would, once again, bring less variety. Then they could just put more of these. Oh, this is another ground. And they could just put more of these all over the place. And that would be less variety, but oh well. Vine collector. Oh my god, crystal flies! Can never have too many of those, I tell you. I tell you. So there we go, already done. See, once again, at least they're fast. I'll give them that. I'll give Hoyoverse that. That would be why. Oh yeah, we got this too. Maybe we'll do that as well. I don't know yet though.
Ad Astra.
Thank
you for Ad Astra.
Benny boy. Oh, the other ones still have a few hours left. Okay, so I think find the quest here. All right, let's do it. Why should we have like not have some kind of prereq done? That would be kind of funny. There's still a lot of like world quests that I need to do still. Especially in like Ink and the Mia and the Chasm. Shit. I don't know if I can get that from here. Oh. Oh, never mind. Wait, what? Here. Leave me alone. I was trying to listen to the good music and then you interrupted me with the battle music. Oh shit, Nita not looking too well.
Rebuild.
There, she fine now.
Wind strike.
Bonka-donk noise. Dig. Found it, found it. Paimon wonders what it is. Mysterious drum. This one has a cryo marking on it. Huh? Aw, come on. This is no treasure. It's just some tattered old drum. Why you hating on the drum, Paimon? We don't know what it could be used for either. If we brought this to Royanjan, the antique seller, if we brought this one back to the academia, let's say we brought this back to the Grandpasaw. Ooh, maybe the people at the theater could make use of this. But wouldn't they already have a lot of these instruments there already? But you know, it's not as if Paimon really knows the difference between drum types or anything. Hold on. There's a note over there at the side. It might just hold some clues. This time I've been commissioned to find a local order and obtain information about something known as the sign of a Pausha. I must say that that remuneration seems quite outsized when compared with the mission content. I hope I won't get caught up in any trouble. I reached the entrance to the Tamir Mountains with the help of an Aramite mercenary, but he refused to continue onward, saying that this was the border of a war. Must be some sort of desert dweller superstition. Contrary to what I was told, it seems that these Nagar Junites, probably butchered that, are not very friendly to outsiders. Looks like I'll have to try infiltrating their ranks. I finally managed to make it out. Thankfully, these people are pretty civilized, so I managed to get away with my life. As I thought, these high remuneration commissions always have something fishy going on. Looks like an adventurer's work doesn't suit people who just want to earn some quick mora. I'll just leave this drum here. Maybe someone will pick it up. That way, I guess I won't totally disappoint Miss Catherine. Let Paimon see. Huh. This seems to have been left by an adventurer. Sign of a Pausha. Paimon's not super sure what this guy's talking about, but he sure is irresponsible, leaving a commission unfinished just because it's hard. But since that's how things are, let's hand this drum over to Catherine and let her reassign someone to complete whatever commission this was. All the way back to Sumeru City to talk to Catherine. Actually, did I get that waypoint? Yeah, I did. Hello there, Tabor. How have your recent travels gone? They've gone quite well, thank you. I've heard about your previous adventures. It seems that you've become very experienced. As long as you keep going, I believe that it will only be a matter of time before you become a truly great adventurer. Speaking of adventures, we found this on one of ours. This was left by some irresponsible adventurer. We thought it'd be bad if the commission he took never got resolved, so we brought it back here. Indeed. This item is key to a particular commission. Thank you very much. The commission linked to this drum is a very important one from the academia, and is also crucial to the expansion of our operations. Unfortunately, though, we have previously given this commission to various talented adventurers. They have all invariably failed. Commission for the academia. Well, this is an issue that even the academia cannot solve, so we did expect a relatively high failure rate. Actually, Paimon's getting kinda curious now. What sort of commission is this, anyway? Simply put, a recent star observation by researchers from the academia led to the discovery that the northern skies have become blocked by a strange, heretofore unseen phenomenon. Concerned that this would have a great impact on the accuracy of any astrological calculations, the academia immediately put people together to investigate. This resulted in them delving into ancient records, within which they found mention of a strange phenomenon known as the sign of Apausha, which bears strong similarities to the recent occurrence. According to these records, this celestial sign appeared after the disaster that engulfed most of Tibet 500 years ago. Although the circumstances of its eventual disappearance are unclear, its position has been determined to be near the Tamir Mountains, at the northernmost region of the desert. However, that area has only ever been sparsely populated. Even when the ancient desert realms were at their peak, they did not extend that far. And after the cataclysm 500 years ago, that place was one of the areas worst affected by the encroaching abyss due to it being connected to an ancient underground realm. Since then, it has been declared as a restricted zone by the academia. The only people who still live there are mysterious Darshan known by the academia as the Nagarjunites. Mysterious Darshan, you say? If even you're calling it mysterious, Catherine, it's gotta be something super mysterious. Though they seem like legends to the average person, they were once a Darshan of the academia, albeit one that split off 500 years ago. Then the researchers who wished to fight the monsters from the abyss banded together and traveled to the depths of the desert. And the Nagarjunites are an organization compromised to the people who stayed there in the end. That said, it has been many years since, and they have branched off further and further from the academia. They even seem to have developed their own academic traditions. It seems that they also worship a form of energy known as Kavarina. This energy communicates with them in the form of spirits. Well, I feel that I'm going off topic now. The academia believes that this faction is strongly related to this celestial sign. However, they have not been able to establish contact with this group, and as such have commissioned the guild to assist in their investigations. This is a win-win situation for us as well. Ruins related to Conria are located nearby, but exploration in that area has been declared taboo by the academia until now. If this commission is a success, perhaps we will be able to participate in future expeditions to those ruins. Since you have heard me say this much, why don't you take the commission on? It's our business now, huh? After some careful analysis, I believe that you are best suited to this task. After all, your pioneering spirit is something rare even amongst adventurers. So after all that, it sounds like we just need to look for these whateverites, right? Sounds like it'll be pretty easy. And we'll get some more from the academia, too. Yes, that drum you picked up was originally given to us by the academia to be used as a token of good faith in our dealings with the Nagarjunites. Just give it to the organization's leader. It stands to reason that they will have some way to solve this problem. I'll be leaving this task in your hands then. I've marked the rough position of the Tamir Mountains for you. Ad Astra Abasask, traveler. May you inscribe a new legend in the desert sands. No. What a mini message me. Doo doo doo. Doo 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 doo. Ooh, Sealy. Wait, is chat not working? Has anyone besides Minnie said anything in chat? Minnie, if you got banned, if you got shadow banned for harassing me, that'd be the most hilarious shit ever, but that would also suck.
Speed of light.
Maybe refresh your chat, Minnie.
One with wind and cloud.
This may hurt a little. Hold the line. Don't blink.
I might refresh mine as well.
Not bad.
There we go. That's weird. I guess I just had to refresh. I see it now.
As far as treasure is concerned.
1,000 Dendroloculus. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
That's everything.
Yeah, I think there's like almost 300 now. Really wish they would voice the bottom text there. Oh, your verse. Oh my god, Minnie. Who are you? You guys don't look like the tribespeople of the desert, more like adventurers from a faraway land. But no matter who you are, this is as far as you will get. Please go back. You've been commissioned to come here. Commission? What commission? As far as I know, the Academia of the Rainforest declared this area a restricted zone. Why would there be commissions? We were commissioned to investigate something up in the sky that looked like bad news. The sign of... what was it again? The sign of a Pausha. Ah, yep, that's the one. Wait, how did you come to know its name? Catherine of the Adventurers Guild told us. Hang on a minute, didn't you mention the correct name just now? Since you know of the sign of a Pausha, you must have heard of us. The Order of Skeptics, Shamanaya, right? The desert past this point is a restricted zone under our guard. As a ranger of the Order of Skeptics, I cannot let you pass, no matter what reason you may have. The Order of Skeptics? My apologies. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Pyro, a member of the Order of Skeptics in charge of guarding this place. Order of Skeptics? Paimon remembers that Catherine told us to look for the Nagar Jew sites. Or something. Looks like Pyro isn't the one we're looking for. What about Shania? Nagar Junites. That's just a derogatory name for those guys from the rainforest have for us. Lord Nagarjuna is a hero who fought against the Dev monster alongside the Divine Bird's heirs. He gained divine power through the rite of Chinvat and put an end to the calamity. How dare they call such a great hero and our first Vijnanapadi, I can't, dude, by his given name. Wait, why am I telling you outsiders this? Are you two spies from the academia? We're here to take care of a problem. Aha. So you are the academia's henchmen. We've tried our best to keep a low profile, but still, you've managed to find our trail. Still, I'd believe that the academia was full of cowards who would never dare step foot into the desert. I won't lie, you've impressed me. Paimon didn't expect you to have such a strong opinion about the academia. Of course, Lord Nasaraya has said that we wouldn't have been reduced to this state if it weren't for them. Wait, so you are here to gather intelligence after all? I've revealed more than I should. Anyway, please leave. This conversation continues. As unwilling as I might be to do so, I would have to end you. What? You're the one who couldn't resist blabbing. Why are you putting the blame onto us? Also, there's no need to be rash. Oh, right. Tabor, show Pyro the token that Catherine gave us. He'll know what's going on if he sees it. Token. This had better not be some trick. Ta-da! Look, told you we weren't lying. What is this shabby drum? You call this a token? Eh? Did Catherine mix things up? You guys don't think you can bribe me with such a small thing, do you? Leave now, or things will get nasty. Don't you underestimate us skeptics. Bring it on. Wait, what? Cease, I say. Lady Sarouche, why did you... Didn't have to attend to such trivial matters personally, let alone in front of these outsiders. Oh my god, Minnie. Minnie. We pari appear before whoever we wish, and our volition is not for you mere mortals to question. How dare you overstep your bounds? This little thing is about Paimon's size, and the way she talks is kind of funny. Why is Pyro calling a lady in that revenant tone? Your sins will be judged, but the time for that has yet to come. The two of you over there, as envoys of the academia, it is only polite to state your names first, no? Yeah, we should have introduced ourselves first, but that high and mighty attitude of yours is... My words and actions are not contrary to traditions and principles of the pari. The same cannot be said for you nameless persons. But fine, we're not nameless. Paimon is Paimon and she's Tabor. We're adventurers who came here on a commission. I'm the one who's an adventurer. Hey, we adventure together all the time. I need only know your names. Your other trivialities do not concern me. However, as for that drum... That item has a profound connection with us, pari, and is not something that you mortals should possess. Tabor, I command you to present it to me immediately. No way, at least sound nicer about it when you're asking someone for a favor. Besides, this item is important to our commission. We're to hand it to the leader of this order of yours. If we give it to you and fail to complete the commission because of that, not only might we lose our reward, but we might even have to pay Mora to the Adventurers Guild. That's a huge loss. Reward? Mora? To think that you would risk your lives in a place fraught with peril for such frivolous reasons. You know nothing of what transpires here. One mistake could send your race tumbling into an eternal samsara, and yet you commit deeds that are beyond even our own comprehension. You humans are such interesting things. No matter. I shall bring you to the leader you speak of. This item would remain worthy tribute, even if you should only present it to me after meeting. That's more like it. Wait, that's still not right. We still have a deal, we still have to deal with that huge hole in the sky, and if we don't... Huge hole? You refer to the sign of Apausha, then. And you wish to quell this calamity with mere mortal coils? How presumptuous. It is the duty of us pari to eradicate the sign of Apausha, an endeavor that I, Sorush, shall give my all to accomplish. To quell this calamity, I must follow in the footsteps of the divine bird Sumurg, and sacrifice everything that one might call Sarush. To stand in my way is not a sin that one such as you may bear. Sumurg? Foolish beings, have you not heard of the divine bird Sumurg? She is the master of the Kavarina, who once saved this land from destruction. Legend has it that it was she who split into infinite motes of Kavarina after her sacrifice, thus quelling the catastrophe. Sure, but Paimon doesn't think that we'll need you to sacrifice yourself. In any case, this matter is far beyond your capabilities, and your intervention is futile. All you must do is bear silent witness as I transcend. You shall receive remuneration from this guild of yours as long as the calamity is quelled, will you not? Still, do not forget to extol my virtues and laud my accomplishments. After all, even the greatest heroes shall require mere mortals like you to sing of their deeds. But Lady Sarush, the Vijnanapati, has instructed us to forbid suspicious individuals from interfering before the ritual is completed. I have decided, and as a pari, my word is law. Alright, follow me. I shall take you to the leader you spoke of. But gird yourselves all the same. That which lies ahead is not a place that human beings can easily set foot in. If you get lost or end up being eaten by some monster appearing out of nowhere, there shall be nothing I can do for you. Rude. Rude. What's up with this ore? Let's find out. Trishirite. Trishirite, I think. It's a new plant too. Oh my god, new world materials. The morning flower, mercenaries' age notes. These notes look to have been abandoned here for many years, and the dry desert winds have made them brittle. The fact that they haven't been buried by the sands is quite odd indeed. The woman's fetal movements are growing stronger. She can no longer endure long treks, but they haven't given up. They want to continue north. No, it can't be anywhere else, can it? They just have to go to the Vorakasha Oasis, which just so happens to be another forbidden place. The nomads there may not welcome us with open arms. I warned them, but no, they wouldn't listen. Babel. If she's a girl, then that's what we'll call her. That's what he said. And it was only then that I noticed how the woman's eyes were beautiful, like dusk falling over an oasis. What are their names again? I didn't pay attention, because there's no need to remember, really. They're just two idiots who will get themselves killed, that much is obvious. The woman is from some sage's family. As for the man, his station is more lowly. Maybe he was from the desert too, some generations back. No wonder they came to the desert despite expecting a child. I've seen this plenty of times before. Reckless couples who disappear into the desert. The man went off on his own again. Nothing I can do about that. He's the one paying me after all, but why am I the only one who has to accompany the pregnant woman? Dude, what if this is like frickin' Dia's mom or something? That'd be wild.
Speed of light! Hey!
The wind knows it.
Don't blink!
The wind knows me.
One with nature. Fallen leaves adorn my night.
A minute to memory! Speed of light! Hey!
What do you mean, Dev? Aren't these just abyss mages and hilly churros? To think you would so easily defeat the rampaging Dev. Your strength is most radiant indeed. Consider me impressed. Though there is still quite the gap between you and us Pari, the sight of you fighting valiantly reminds me of those humans of legend who once fought alongside us. I have decided then. You shall have the honor of being my Yasnapati. Yasnapati? Paimon doesn't know what that is, but coming from you, it can't be anything good, really. Do you not have such things amongst humans? Strategists, scribes, and the like? Those who exist to praise the heroes whose stories they exist in. Neither of those jobs are what you just described. No matter how great the hero, their great deeds must be recorded and sung of by others. If not, the same fate that befell ancient heroes shall befall them also. Though they may have loved violence and conflict, great deeds are still great deeds, and they deserve to be remembered. Alas, those who loved conflict would be consumed by it, and once they had slain each other, they were all lost. And because there were no authors or poets to tell of their deeds, once all who had lived in such times were gone, their works forgotten to the last. I will not be like them. My great work shall shine so gloriously that the world itself will suffer great loss to not know of it. Thus I shall now give you permission to record those deeds. Rejoice and give thanks, for is this not a grace that few receive from us Pari? This all sounds very complicated, but basically you just need someone to tell you how awesome you are, right? Not interested, thanks. That's right, there's nothing worth bragging about with you. You just look kinda cute, that's all. Your refusal is futile. Orders given by a Pari are absolute. And what do you mean, cute? I am valiant, heroic. Whatever the case, it has been decided. Fret not, you shall be free to do as you please once I have sacrificed myself to restore the pure skies. Till then, you shall witness my valiant form. Well, sure, even Paimon can't see it. She looks cute, but her attitude is the worst. Holy shit, it's a turtle! The heck? Okay, so honestly, I don't know what... Oh, you know what? I think I know what this is, and I probably shouldn't show it on stream. Let's find out, though. But many I will send you. Wait. I believe it's a kind of sussy. If I remember. Yeah, maybe that's not the side I should have. What I think it is? Don't actually know. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. That's probably not something. Probably. Oh, I mean, it probably. It's not that bad. It's not that bad, but yeah. Okay. It's no worse than my wallpapers, to be honest. Many. The path here is now dotted with gray crystals. When I last left it, it was not yet so. Gray crystals? You mean the crystals we're seeing everywhere? Paimon had her eye on them for a while now. What are they? No, it's not an Neptunia figure. It's a Mushoku Tensei one. Gray crystals are remnants of the Black Fire's embers, proof that this land has suffered great calamity. The Black Fire, the calamity. Indeed, I am sure you have heard that a great catastrophe struck long ago, where dark fire rose from beneath the earth and scorched the land. The dark fire opened a bottomless hollow in this land, and the demons of Dev that crawled through that gap nearly turned this into a lightless realm. It's Eris. Did I ever order that Roxy? Hold up. I don't remember if I did. I did. I did order the Roxy. I wonder when that's supposed to come. There's figures where I like think I'm gonna get them and I end up just leaving them in my cart, and then if I finally decide on them. But yeah, I did get the Roxy. So I will have a kind of sussy Roxy and a kind of sussy Eris now. Cool. I already have an Eris figure. Got this one. I think I've sent you this one actually. But though the gap was blocked by the great tree, the dark fire's filth spread like seeds, and the countless dark and painful memories released by that corruption began to lay down roots and sprout. This persisted till the honored lord of Kavarina, the divine bird Simurg, drank the primordial water left behind by our god before transforming herself into Kavarina of all kinds and scattering across the land. Don't worry, Minnie, don't worry. I'll send you pics of the other one later. From that day on, the Kavarina has taken the divine bird's place in defending this land, and those painful memories that leaked out have been sealed by Kavarina. What was left of these ubiquitous gray crystals, or what was left are these ubiquitous gray crystals. Though they seem no different from any other stone, they may contain objects that are yet to be purified. The gray crystals in the area have increased of late. I suspect that this must have something to do with the sign of Apaush's dark power. But if we use Kavarina's might, we can get rid of these crystals. If my senses do not deceive me, a wandering Kavarina should be nearby. Let us look around. Gray crystals are crystals left behind by the remnants of the corruption. Use the power of Kavarina to clear them out. But once said power retreats, the gray crystals will reemerge. I'm actually going to look up this word. I'm going to see if I can get a pronunciation for it. Kavarina. I feel like it's a real word. Maybe not.
Kavarina.
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 赫瓦雷纳
That's the Chinese.
Kavarina.
Suggested adding an H, but oh my god, it's just gonna break through like that. Tamir Mountains.
Don't blink.
A new job.
Oh my gosh.
This may hurt a little.
I love it when they say the same voice line at the same time.
Replace my hammer.
Potato.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Oh my god, Sealy. Let's go, Sealy. Let's go. Jeez Louise. Talk to the leader of the skeptics. Hey, it's this guy. I tried to talk to him before.
You give, you receive.
Lady Sorish. Kavarina's envoy. You have returned. Though it has taken much work on my part, the analysis of documents regarding the rite of Chinvat will soon be complete. According to my research, we need only collect all the great songs of Kavarina next, and your great work may then be completed. Wait a moment, you two are... Do not fret, they are Tabor and Paimon, my newly chosen Yasanapati, and her companion. They are here to witness my great work. Hey now, Paimon hasn't agreed to that yet. Yasanapati, you say? Though I will not question your most astute judgment, I fear that allowing ignorant outsiders into this land before the rite of Chinvat is complete may have untoward effects. It's not really her pet dragon, but it's about the Dendro dragon, yes. Know that the people of the Academia surely do not desire the rite's completion. Speak no further. I have my reasons for doing this. Well then, take that drum from before out, Tabor and Paimon. A Corabantes. A Corabantes, you say? Yes. This is an important catalyst for the ritual needed to forge a Lapa between ourselves and the Pari. I have searched for many years for this. To think it now comes to me. Ah, this is indeed a good omen for my future plans. It would be good if the fates will also be with me when I lead the Order of Skeptics to throw down the Academia and burn their House of Dana, or whatever they call it, to the ground. Wow, what a way to casually paint yourself as the villain, huh? Villain? Ha! The Academia are the true villains here. I have no doubt of that. Ah, I forgot my introductions. I am Nasajuna, the Vijana Nanapati of the Order of Skeptics, we who cultivate ourselves here. If you would use the terminology of the Academia, I would be the equivalent of a sage. But I doubt those pampered folk would care much for what we at the margins call ourselves. You do not look much like those the Academia might send. We're just passing adventurers. Fair enough, though in truth it would not matter even if you were to be from that dratted place. Even if the entire core of 30 were to be sent here, my plans could not be halted. Well, whatever your plans are, we didn't come here to stop them, that's for sure. Huh. So they would all say, those treacherous louts from the Academia. And when my guard is down, you would stab me in the back. Just like those people in funny masks who try to skulk about and steal our academic tomes. They even dared to attack our honored envoy of Kavarina, Lady Sorish. And they met defeat at my hands, each one of them. Very impressive, Sorish. Of course, my Yasnapati. It is right that you should sing my praises. Do not look upon us as some miserable few who inhabit the Tamir Mountains. We once had such numbers that all the desert north of Mount Damavand would struggle to hold us. It is only because of our harsh environment and the slander and ostracism by the academia that we have been reduced to this. If it was not for such sage souls as myself holding things together in the protection of Kavarina, we skeptics would have been reduced to nothing long ago. Sounds like quite the disagreement, yes. Catherine said that you have your differences, but it sure looks to Paimon like you skeptics really hate the academia. Say not hate, but rather that we simply cannot coexist. When I was young, I did go there to learn in an attempt to mend our differences, but they treated me like an outsider. Though they feign politeness by calling us a branch of the academia, this is not but a means to belittle us. It is said that our predecessors had a clash of ideals with them, and so chose to go into the desert to stand against the darkness themselves. From that day on, we have been holding firm in the war against defilement, defending our land, and what have those useless louses been doing in the meantime? Compared to those pampered pedants who combine thought, word, and deed far better honor for our wisdom. Paimon doesn't quite get it. You need only understand that conflict is the true nature of this world. Kavarina and impurity, Dari in the true way. It is these struggles for supremacy that have kept this world alive just as surely as the sky does. Those sophists in their fancy darshans believe that the fates of all are inscribed in the skies, and that this is the supreme wisdom and truth. But look, the skies reflect defilement itself. Surely their truth, then, is an perfect thing. Perhaps nothing is truly perfect. Ah, think you thus? Then we might yet be friends. If time permits, we may discuss this issue in more detail. Nasaraya, this is not the time to talk about such things. Have you not seen how the gray crystals hem us in even more tightly, or ever more tightly? If we do not extinguish the sign of Apausha soon, things shall grow most perilous indeed. Well, speaking of the sign. Right, that's right. We were tasked to fix this whole thing, but after all this talking, we still don't even know what it's supposed to be. Well, our plans also involve extinguishing that celestial mark. As for what it is, if it must be described as anything, let us call it the water's surface. The water's surface? Your explanation's just making things more confusing. The water's reflection, while an illusion, nonetheless hides the truth within itself. So it is with the skies. It is like a mirage, if you have seen those before. That big hole up there is way spookier than any mirage. Well, it should be, for that celestial sign reflects an otherworldly hellscape. Long, long ago, Dari, Conria, once built a facility here that connected them to realms beyond. During the Great Disaster, which they say the Dari started, monsters swarmed from that very facility into the nations of the world. The monsters tore open a great rift that came to be called the Tonigi Hollow. And though they were sealed away with the new vein of the ancient tree, this mysterious sign appeared along with that. What the sign reflects is that which lies beyond the dark rift, and though the monsters cannot enter Tavat through that illusion, it nonetheless radiates corrupt energies. They say that our very first Vision Nanapati extinguished that strange sign together with the Pari, but as the power of impurity has strengthened over time, this ancient symbol has appeared once more. And should we leave it be, who knows? That hollow may truly re-emerge one day, and that ancient war will be reenacted. In truth, it might be interesting to live in such exciting times. What? No, that wouldn't be interesting at all. It matters not. Stemurg, drank the Amrita left behind by our god, transmuting herself into limitless Kavarina. As the heirs to the divine bird, solving this problem is the mission that we Pari have. I, Sarush, will surely leave behind a work great enough to be her equal. Of course, Kavarina's envoy. And we of the Order of Skeptics shall surely help you see your duty through. What's with all this talk about sacrifice? Is that really necessary to solve this problem? Well, in truth, I do not know. All documents regarding the sign of Apausha have been long lost, and the traditions and rites surrounding it have also ceased to be passed down. If it had not been for me constantly looking up what documents were left, there might not have been any more left to know that the rite of Chinvat existed at all. According to my research, the Pari are the descendants of Simurgh, and should therefore also have the power to transform into Kavarina to purify the land. And would you not say that a grand sacrifice to save the world on part of the divine bird's heirs very much suits our order's style? What? That's so haphazard. This sacrifice you're talking about doesn't sound like a small thing either. Why aren't we thinking of other ways to solve this issue? I'm sure there's got to be some alternative, right, Tabor? It's always been this way, hasn't it? Yep. I already said that you need not interfere. Simply witnessing my sacrifice shall suffice. It is something worth celebrating that we Pari should sacrifice our lives to purify the earth. Well, you say that, but I would ask that you keep a respectful distance from which you do not comprehend, outsiders. But since this is the case, well, I was planning to investigate the Tunigi Hollow to make preparations for the rite of Chinvat anyway. Why don't you come along? I trust that you also wish to see the scars left behind by a fissure that once led beyond our world's bounds. When you see it, I believe you shall understand. Well, Paimon is kinda curious. A sound plan in that case. I shall lead the way. After all, you would find it impossible to freely traverse this land where Kavarina battles against impurity. Mini. My Yasnapati, follow me to the end. Watch me complete my mission. Sarush Bloomguard of the Pari. Pari are very mysterious creatures, and as the Bloomguard of her race, Sarush can replace your characters to fly and move. When Sarush is in flight, your character will stay in place to await her return. While in flight, Sarush can ascend or descend and can use the Accelerate skill to increase her flight speed. Sarush cannot be too far from your character, though. A Bloomguard should never abandon others, after all. Sarush can call upon the special energies within items around which mysterious mayflies dance. Press Sarush's Interact skill to allow her to use her power to guide the might of Kavarina. Follow her or hold her Interact skill to cause her to stop and continuously channel Kavarina's might. During this time, you can control your character freely. As a Pari, Sarush can also perceive some things beyond normal human sight. Sarush, new pet. Yeah, we could probably do that. Although I don't really think Wendigo is really worth farming anymore. Lol. Buzzard, though. Plumes of purifying light are thus fragments left behind by entities of Kavarina, who have used up all their strength. Only Parias such as Sarush can retrieve them. Some plumes will flee when Sarush approaches. She must successfully give chase to retrieve such plumes. Some other plumes will split into many leaves when Sarush draws close. Collect all of these leaves to retrieve the complete plume. Yo! Yo! Let's go! This is Pog. GL still aren't very good. Also, even though it's not Arc, I'd argue Regnant is just better. Lol. Is that the deep pit that Tanigi Hollow you were talking about earlier? There's super huge crystals all over the place, even bigger than the ones we saw before. They look scarier too. These were once huge trees used to seal and subdue the creatures of the dark depths. The power of defilement has corrupted them, warping them into such forms as you see now. Since the monsters have been sealed, it sure doesn't look like anyone needs to sacrifice themselves again. That is why we must use the power of Kavarina to reopen the way. Hey, wouldn't that just release the monsters again? They took so much effort to seal, too. No. I mean that we must open the path to the sign of Apausha. The way to the rift in the earth that was sealed long ago. It can never lead to the true darkness again. That is exactly why that sealed rift does indeed connect to the illusion of the abyss. We need only use the great songs of Kavarina to stabilize the seal before initiating the rite of Chinvat to pass through the darkness and reach the sign. The great songs of Kavarina. They are the mightiest manifestations of the Kavarina, scattered throughout the world. We can use the great songs to initiate the rite of Chinvat. After that, we can open the path to the darkness, just as legend holds that the first Vijayanapati, Nagarjuna, and the Pari did. That's all well and good, but what will we do once we reach the side that the sign is on? I do not know what happens after that. I have encountered legends that our first Vijayanapati, Nagarjuna, was lifted up to the heavens, where he used divine power to extinguish the sign, but that, I feel, is a mere myth. I believe that Kavarina's envoys will have some way. Since they can purify the defiling impurities, they must also have some way to extinguish the sign. Did Sarush not also say that she wishes to imitate the sacrifice of Samurg? The world is built upon conflict and sacrifice, after all. Well, that's what Sarush says, sure, but that's way too irresponsible of you. Oh, don't fret. Before the necessity of any sacrifice can be ascertained, we must still bring the great songs of Kavarina together. At the moment, we have yet to take even the first step forward. Says the guy who's been talking about this the whole time. Well, basically, only the Pari who has been chosen as Bloomguard can touch the great songs. But our current envoy, Lady Sarush, has yet to obtain that right. Is that so? For all that bluster, you really aren't all that, huh, Sarush? You dare speak to me like that, pale floater? Well, Paimon isn't a pale floater. Only by obtaining the twin-horn chaplet may she become the Bloomguard, a being able to gather the power of Kavarina. As such, she must first be acknowledged by Lady Zervan, the first Pari. She is a mighty Pari who once fought alongside our ancestors. It is even said that she was the very Pari who fought alongside the ancient heroes to subdue the embers of the abyss. But that elder of ours is utterly unreasonable. She refuses to acknowledge my dearest desire. I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about that. Still, even without the twin-horn chaplet, my sacrifice will suffice to accomplish this deed. Of course, I do not intend to doubt your desire to sacrifice yourself this way, but if you are unable to perform the rite and pass through the Dark Hollow, your wish will not be fulfilled nonetheless. However, I do have a suggestion. Lady Sarush called you here her Yasnapati, did she not? Why don't you go with her to the Vorukasha Oasis? That is where Lady Zervan may be found. Perhaps Lady Zervan may yet change her mind should she see that we humans view Lady Sarush as the predestined envoy. Why aren't you going? Well, as for me, she would certainly look down on a bookish man like me, considering her many years of experience. If she looked upon me, I doubt she would even ever change her mind again. This is the only method we have at the present to change our current situation, so please, do go with Lady Sorush to the sacred place protected by the Kavarina. Aren't you a sneaky one? Looks like you're the only person coincidentally out of a job. Of course not. There's much I must do. For example, the preparations for the rite of Chinvat still must be done. I must also consult the words of the ancient scribes once more to ascertain the locations of the great songs. As for the Kori drum you brought, I believe I may now form a connection with the Pari who sleep at present once more. Their awakening is necessary for the rite of Chinvat to occur. Regardless, I leave the matter of the Twin Horn Chaplet to you two. Once everything is complete, let us meet at the campsite upon the Tamir Mountains. Oh well, so we have to look after that Pari Elder, right? Well, let's hope she isn't as nasty as Sorush is. Vorakasha Oasis. What do you really chose think you're doing?
The wind knows me. Brings a smile to my face.
Go! That secrets these like points as well. Oh, this is one of the things that only Sorush can see. Is this how they look like now? How pathetic. Sorush, what are you talking about? Never mind, I just happened to witness the undignified states of my kind. No matter, we shall keep going. You see, that makes Paimon even more curious. Let Paimon have a look. Oh wow, that really is one strange tree. The way it's shaped like a circle almost looks like a door, right? If we walk through it... Paimon definitely would like to go first. The Fravashi trees are no doors. They'll disturb the residual Pari residing within if you simply barge through them. So that's called the Fravashi tree, huh? But where are all the residual Pari? Paimon can't see them at all. Of course Pale Floater can't see them. They are still trapped by the obsessions of the past, after all. It may not be what they wished for, but looking at the sight of them clinging desperately to this world, how absurd and pathetic. They may look a little strange, but calling them pathetic is just mean. And looking at you being surrounded by so many plants, Paimon actually thought you'd feel at home. I only feel at home when I'm on the battlefield. Only the battle lasting until the end of time can be perceived as true eternity. Now that you're following me, you'd better grasp that as early as possible, Pale Floater. These Fravashi trees are Pari that fought till the very end against the defilement that had been corrupting the land. Using the last remnants of their powers, they transformed into the state that you see now. They exhausted their strength to the point where they could no longer maintain their form and were rejected by the Vorakasha Oasis for being tainted. Legend has it that in ancient times, the Order of Skeptics would hold a ritual of purification for them, so as to bring them all back to the Vorakasha Oasis. But nowadays, there remains no one in the Order of Skeptics who is able to perform such a ritual. The best they can do is but to keep these Fravashi trees alive. But this only prolongs their suffering. Judging by their current appearance, they seem to have nothing left but the bitter memories they have to endure alone. In a way, they have also fulfilled their mission, but it was all a meaningless act compared to a true sacrifice. We should help them. Oh, Paimon can't just leave them here to suffer and endure alone like this. You can't? That makes you weak, Pale Floater. Being compassionate is indeed one of the great submerges many noble qualities, but one cannot survive here with merely a kind heart. Besides, for us Pari, to exhaust our strength in the final stand against evil is already the best ending one can dream of. I see no necessity to change anything. Well, that's what you think. Perhaps they have different ideas, you know. If Paimon was trapped here, Paimon would definitely want to go back home and be with everyone else. We Pari share no such weaknesses. Fine. Since even my Yasnapati fancies so, I shall wake her up with my power and let you listen to her dimming voice. Mysterious plant created by a Pari who used the last of their strength. A lingering Pari with memories of ancient days is contained within. Sarush can use her power to awaken excuse me. To awaken the residual Pari inside the Ravashi trees. If the languishing obsessions of these spirits are extinguished, perhaps these Pari thus scattered abroad may yet meet again in the Sea of Flowers. Offer the plumes of purifying light you obtain from Ravashi trees to the Amrita pool, and return all the memories of Kavarina back to the Flowery Sea. Run, run, run! Run? Where to? I'll explain later. Come quick. Kinda reminds me of Celebi. These rootless flowers hover in midair. Sarush can use her power to cause them to transform into floral platforms and reveal the four-leaf sigil within the bud. Those four-leaf sigils can be affected by the power of Amrita and be moved by Sarush. Press Sarush's interact skill to pick them up and place them where they are needed. What? Genji, nope. Oh, damn it. I should pick that up. You're just going in a circle? Alright, there's no way those defiled beings can catch up with us. I'll go take a break in the Vorakash Oasis for the time being.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Bro, I'm really tired all of a sudden. Almost like I didn't sleep very well. Cool. It's just hacking, well. Whoa. What do you mean? What do you mean, Minnie? Nani? What do you mean? Why do you keep doing this to me? I agree. Hoggies. Oh, come back here, you little shit.
Speed of light.
Rift Towns.
Into the wind. Clouds high. The birds.
Committed to memory. Don't blink. Hey!
Guys, look, we found a new type of Sealy. Swear to God. I mean, that's basically what it is. Oh, is it gonna uncrystallize these freaking Rift Towns? Holy shit.
One with nature.
Growl, growl, growl! Rest and read it. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
You give, you receive.
Ooh, this is quite the treasure haul, though. I'd say it's worth. You get it looks like you're gonna get 3 common chests and then the precious chest. Oh my god, man. I need to wake up, get up, and get out there.
As one with wind and cloud.
This may hurt a little.
It's one with wind and cloud.
Don't blink. Growl, growl, growl. This may hurt a little. Hold the line.
With sword comes shadow.
Incoming.
You give, you receive.
All right, Kuching, I'll give, and then I shall receive, right? What? Gonna need a pyro character.
Let's go out.
Yeah, but where are the other torches? Oh, there's one. But why didn't that light? There's 2 more? You freaking what, mate? But where? But where? Oh. Bruh. Let's go.
What do we have here?
Where are the cokes at?
We'll need a
Jeez.
strategy. Don't blink! Hey!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my...
Committed to memory!
Oh, stop.
Speed of light! Huh?
Stop in the name of the law.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Bruh. Suffering from success. Dang, this is a mega copium piece. Get that HP percent and EM. HP percent EM. HP percent EM. Okay. HP percent EM. Oh. Yeah, I've done the new domain. Well, not. I haven't done. Like, I've done the new artifact domain. I haven't done like any of like the normal domains in Sumeria yet, though. Should really bang those out sometime. Just like my anime waifus. I mean, what? I didn't say that out loud. Damn, I might have to take a nap. I'm not gonna lie. Freaking tired, dude. But I wanna at least get this quest done, though. Watch it be like 20 hours long.
You give, you receive.
Yeah.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
The hell? Dang, Bad Dragon getting real creative these days. I mean, what?
Incoming!
I did not say that out loud. Hey, yo. Not me. I'm not into that, bro. I wonder if whatever these creatures are based off of, if that's what Celebi was also based off of. Because these guys really do remind me of Celebi. First it's those huge dogs, and now it's those huge bugs. Please help me bring whoever's been left behind here. Whoa, the crystal here looks like a giant dildo. I mean, what? Just kidding. Could this be one of those, Wenut that we've seen before? How did it get trapped here? Oh, it's a Wenut. Crystallized. So you call these children of an ancient dragon the Wenut. Still, it does not have a sinful form. Perhaps it was merely unlucky to have been caught in the crossfire and sealed here. Well, maybe it's a good thing it's been sealed here. If not, it might just pop out of the ground and swallow us all in one go. I'll protect you, Paimon. Paimon knows that. You two certainly look like you get on well. Of course, we're the best of buddies. But it is not also said that even constant companions would fail to notice if the other was spirited away by a sprite. These stories are quite common too, yes? What are you talking about? Tabor would never do that. I merely jest. If you are bosom buddies, surely some idle jokes will not move you. We shall soon reach the Vorakasha Oasis. Come, let us hurry. So come when I please. What? Continue onward.
Speed of light. Hey!
I probably have to get these as Sarush. Cool. I gotta say, flying around as Sarush is pretty fun. Phew, finally I can take a break.
You give, you receive.
Alright, once again, Cushing. I'll give.
The wind knows me.
Ow!
Incoming. Hey!
Bro, my freaking pump just like decided it wanted to like hurt me. What the hell? Ouch, dude. Woo! That burned.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Don't blink. Hey!
Oh snap, we're finding water. It's a pretty good sign of an oasis, no? There's gonna be something useful in there, but we can't get close right now. Oh, once you obtain the chaplet, okay. Seriously? Oh, I stopped tracking. Broke at the waypoint. Stop like freaking the hell out. I'll take that as a no.
One with nature.
That's everything. On to the next.
Yeesh, that's steep. Oh. Blocked by crystals. Farwick. As a form of caverinas gathered upon the earth, Farwicks contain that same power and will stick to your characters once picked up and affect nearby gray crystals. You can also put a Farwick down where you need it to unleash its power. Wait, what the fuck just happened? 1, 2, 3. Is there an order? That one. This one. Oh, I have to place it down. That was wrong. There we go.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
I got a waypoint. Like how by doing this you basically create like zip lines to make things go faster. It's actually really convenient. Or so I say, but oh, it did. It did. Trial of the Soul Bell.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned.
Nerota fruit. The Nerota fruits are born by special plants that have been nourished by the Amrita, and their juices contain the same mysterious power. Press Sarush's interact skill to cause her to harvest Nerota fruits and gain the ability to throw them, using their power to stand against the impurities. As they contain Amrita, the Nerota fruits juices can also melt through special crystals created from solidified Amrita. This bomb flower, lol. but where does it want me to use it? I legit don't see any other rocks. Weird. Oh my gosh, man. My energy is gone. I didn't think there'd be such a huge patch of green on the other end of the mountain. You were just in the desert too, how strange. Impressive, is it not? It is our homeland, after all. The homeland of the Pari, so there'll be lots of other people like you here, right? You know what, Paimon's not all that keen on going. Do not be excited beyond words. And the big tree stump over there looks like it's holding on to the stuff oozing out of that big hole. This is the harvest spoke. Oh my gosh, dude, these freaking names. The sacred form of the god that has generated or has granted us Pari life is not just some large stump. That's a god? Well, we've seen other gods, but this is the first time we've seen one looking like that. That is because our god cannot be considered alive. 500 years ago, our great god gave all to quell the power of the disaster afflicting this place. But she was stained with corruption and could not be reborn into a pure plane. Thus her divine consciousness continues to wander the mortal one. Our great god left us with the sanctified Amrita, and the Lord of Verdure caused by the harvest Spotokum to grow from that, thus anchoring our god to this realm. The Vorakasha oasis has been nourished by the Amrita, and even the Cavarina that defends this earth gains its unending power by the grace of Amrita. This god of yours doesn't look too well. She's been trying to hold out against the stuff coming out of that hole this entire time. Her power maintains the seal over the Dark Hollow. I fear that the emergence of this sign is due to the attraction of that evil power. If it were not for the presence of the harvest spectrum, the defilement surging forth from that hollow would have infected the entire world. It is also due to performing this duty that the tree has deteriorated so much. I do not believe that I could even bear to be reduced to such a state. That is why I must leave a legacy of heroism behind for all to remember before it does happen. Well, never mind that first. Let's go look for this Zervan person, shall we? If we get that chaplet and fix the sky real quick, that might make your god feel all better too. Yes, Paimon. Yeesh. I'm not talking about the portal in the sky. I kid. Mostly. I'm glad you got what I was joking about, though. Although was I really joking?
On to the next.
So goddamn pretty, dog. Well, if it isn't Sorush, such a rare guest. It's been a while, Elder Zervan. Elder? Well, if you call me that, then you should follow Pari norms and cease consorting with those humans whose hearts are heavy with their ulterior motives. I haven't gone against our norms. I've only made contact with humanity to find a way to extinguish the Skyfire, just as the Divine Bird did. And is that why you have learned all that claptrap about sacrifice from the humans? We Pari care nothing for such foolishness. Isn't our duty as Pari to sacrifice ourselves in the battle against the defiling impurity? Await the call of destiny, Sorush. Only humans rush in blindly. This destiny you speak of is a nebulous thing. I cannot simply be expected to sit and wait for it. And that is precisely the danger. Chaplet you seek contains the highest authority over Kavarina. In giving it to you, I may as well be handing the power of Kavarina over to those untrustworthy humans. Can't you have some more faith in me, Elder? You two. Looks like we're being left out here. Or wait, never mind, that's Paimon. You two. Looks like we're being left out here, aren't we? Also, it seems like Sorush loses that cocky attitude of hers in front of Zervan, huh? Probably just fond of weird roleplay. And the skeptics are all too happy to go along with her, huh? Well then, little ones. You came with Sorush, yes? This is not a place that ordinary humans may visit lightly. Let me see. Well, you certainly aren't from the order of skeptics. You seem to be outlanders, in fact. Well, in matters of courtesy, I suppose you two shall introduce yourselves first. I don't ask humans for their names often, you know. Paimon's Paimon, and she's Tabor. We're adventurers who shuttle across Tavat. Adventurers. So you are travelers, then. Well now, I do not think I have seen a traveler much like you before. Or I do think I have? Wait. I don't know if it's that I don't or I do. This is the forbidden land of the Pari, the paradise nourished by Amrita, the shrine at which we pay reverence to our great god. Only heroes who have forged bonds with Pari and pilgrims who have come here to genuflect before our god may enter. I shall take it that you are Sorush's companions, then. It has been several hundred years since humans last visited our Sea of Flowers. That said, aren't there a ton of skeptics living outside in the desert? Don't they know how to enter this place? I shall not permit such discourteous folk to enter our hidden realm. In the past, we Pari did indeed fight alongside their ancestors. We even lived here together. But many years have passed, and folly has grown strong amongst them. Even the traditional rites have become utterly forgotten. None living amongst them now can forge a lapa with a Pari. They should have been the ones to conduct the rite of Abzor for the tree that suppresses the dark hollow, thus cleansing it of the filth that has stained it. Yes, that the deterioration of the tree cannot be avoided, but if they had not neglected the rite and caused the seal to weaken, this terrifying sign would never have reappeared so soon. But human tradition is unreliable in this fashion. Compared to them, you Outlanders blank slates as you are, certainly seem more dependable. Paimon's not sure if you're actually praising us or not, but we're here to... I would guess that you are here about this sign in the sky. I doubt that anyone would notice our little nook if not for that great crisis. Well, we were commissioned to deal with this large hole, yeah. Oh my, so it is as I guessed. It seems that even after so long, this short-lived race is as short-sighted as ever. Still, if it were not that way, would you even need us Pari to act on your behalf? Looks like Pari are just pretty nasty as a whole. Regardless, since human heroes have again graced our secret garden, it seems the gears of destiny have begun to turn once more. And you seem to be an interesting human being, too. That takes me back. Once upon a time, I too traveled alongside humans as curious as you to quell a calamity. Perhaps you really might equal their great deeds. Well then, it's decided. I shall give you a chance. The two of you certainly seem more trustworthy than those blind and foolish skeptics. Elder, shouldn't you put your trust in me instead? Well, as for that, you do know where Rashnu and Mahir are, right? Go bring them here. They should still be enjoying their beauty sleep right now. This will serve as proof of your trustworthiness, and I will be able to give the chaplet to you. Oh, Paimon knows, so this is the kind of seal that everyone needs to get together to break, and then we can get the chaplet, right? Ah, such impoverished imagination. The chaplet can be given to you at any time, but to solve the issue of the sign of a Pausha, we will need their strength. Sarush alone will not be able to open the path to the Dark Hollow, not even with the chaplet. This perhaps is another example of the rule of 3. Paimon doesn't really know what you're saying, but as long as we get the chaplet, it's fine. Indeed, Tabor Paimon. Do help Sarush out, alright? I don't need help. You're not very honest, fucking Paimon again. You're not very honest, Sarush. But since your elder said so, guess you've just gotta listen to us. Ugh. Okay. Well, I think I probably am. There's a lot to read. And, reading when you're tired doesn't work out very well. Well, what's our name? Thanks so much for watching, gamers. I'll probably be back later. I don't know if